Okay. Okay, so you're going to want to remove this right here. And what you're going to be looking for is right down here somewhere. Oh, I think it's right there. You can just see it there. That's what you need to take out and replace. That little thing right there. So it's much easier when you have that off. Wiped out. Okay, I'm going to show you how to replace a oil pressure sending unit on a 2003 Chevy Avalanche with a 5.3 V8. This is going to be on the back of the block. Really kind of a tough spot to get to. I went and bought the ratchet and the socket for this, or just the socket, excuse me. You know, from AutoZone, and I purchased the new part for about 45 bucks. I'm gonna reach my hand in here and try to unclip this wire off the sending unit itself. Like I said, it's for a really tight spot. But eventually I'll get it here, and you just kind of got to wiggle it off of there. It's tough to get two hands in when you're trying to film it too, so I'm doing my best. Alright, there we go, we got it off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that big socket I bought, and it's actually called an oil pressure gauge socket. It's $6, you can buy it at AutoZone. I used a 7-inch extension there as well. And you just seat it on there, and that little bolt that's next to the socket there, you can see it.
Fit right over that.
My original socket I had for it kept hitting that. I couldn't seat it well, and I didn't want to strip it, so I went and bought the actual thinner socket, so it would fit in there. I'm sure you could remove the bolt, but I just went ahead and bought it because it was only $6. Yeah, just remove it here, and you can just get it, make sure it's loose there, and then just use your fingers and you can get it off the rest of the way. There it is, and there's oil all over it. And over the last week, my truck was, leaking a little bit of oil, so I'm guessing it was coming from there. So it was pretty wet down there. On the new one, if your new sensor doesn't come with a like a Teflon tape or something, of that kind of sealant on the threads, make sure to put some on there just to make sure you're not going to get any oil that spills out. This one, I think the spring may have gone bad. But, here's the new one, and it's already got the coating on the threads, so I'm good to go there. It almost wouldn't hurt to throw a little bit more on there. I didn't, but mine was leaking from there. So make sure you don't knock anything in that hole there. Any kind of stuff that's on your engine, obviously, anything that can fall there, and just put the new one on finger tight, and then seat the socket back on there, and tighten it up. And this was basically all you have to do is unhook that thing, or hook that thing back up. I must have tightened a little more than what it was supposed to. You got to be careful not to over tighten these because you don't want to strip them. So I actually have to turn that. It takes me a while to figure out what to do here to plug it in. I can't really see anything. It's kind of by touch, and I can kind of look at my camera here and see what was going on. So you'll see me zoom in here just to get a better look at why I can't get that plug back in. So I need to line up that peg that's on that plug. And you'll see here in a second with that little edge on the bottom there. So I just had a big light bulb, and I'm like, okay. So I got it on here. A couple seconds later, and it really wasn't too bad, and you're going to save a lot of money doing it yourself. So good luck, and I hope that you get it fixed.